So the next taping procedure I want you guys to do, learn and do, is going to be an arch tape. This is a useful tape job for really just about anything. You can strain the muscles or ligaments strain the muscles or tendons under the foot. There's a ton of little muscles in here. Anybody that has a collapsed arch, so you may see people that, she's got a pretty high arch. You may see people that have really flat feet. This can be pretty beneficial to them. Shin splints, the medical term is medial tibial stress syndrome. So athletes suffer from shin splints quite commonly. This arch tape is a great tape job for that. Without getting too much into the biomechanics of it, it basically helps pull that arch up and takes the load off of the muscle that they're having fits with shin splints. So like anything else, make sure and inspect their foot, especially the back, because we're going to be putting tape around the back of their heel here. Just make sure there's nothing stuck to their foot. Make sure it's not sweaty. Make sure it's nice and dry. And if they have a blister somewhere, cover it with some tape, or excuse me, a Band-Aid or with some antibiotic ointment on there to kind of help lubricate it. So we always start with an anchor strip. This one's a little more complicated than the turf toe. Start similar, with the only difference with this one is we put the anchor all the way up on the balls of the feet. Put it up as high as you can without catching the toes. Same thing, don't go all the way around the foot. Make sure that tape is stuck well. Again, if you're going straight to skin, use the tape adherent. From here, we're going to, and you can go from either side, it doesn't matter. We're going to connect the first anchor strip with the second one. This one we're gonna hook the back of the heel. We're gonna go all the way around to the other side, back to where where the first anchor ended. Again, don't trap the toes, it's not comfortable. Make sure that tape is stuck down really well. Can you rotate your leg out? So the key with this one is going high enough on their heel bone. What I see people that are kind of new to doing this, they'll put this anchor strip really low. They'll put it down here, and you'll see later that everything is built off of this. So if you go too low, it's going to slip off and you're going to lose all your support. If on the other side of that, if you go too high, if you put this anchor strip more up here, you're going to be on the Achilles tendon, which is extremely uncomfortable. Good chance of giving them a blister. So you just want to go right. There's kind of a big bone that sticks out right there. It's part of your heel bone or your calcaneus. Kind of split that, and that's where you're going to take all these other strips. Okay, make sure it's stuck down good, nice and clean, no wrinkles. I'm going to switch back to your split roll, or like I said, in my case, I'm going to use the 1-inch roll. I guess just a reminder to do the split roll, tear the tape in half, and then it'll just continue to make a little half strip. So this is what you guys will do. Okay, so we're gonna do teardrops. They just kind of look like a teardrop. Turn your foot this way just a little bit. We're gonna do 2 teardrops right here under the big toe. We're gonna do 2 more under that are gonna start here off the middle toe. Then we're gonna do 2 more that start off the pinky toe. So we'll have 6 teardrops total, 2, 2, and 2. I just wanna show you that before I get going so you can kind of see where they go. So tear a nice long piece, or pull a nice long piece off. Start under the big toe, stick it down really well. And then you're gonna go from there, you're gonna cross the foot, hook the heel where you put your first anchor. You're gonna come back to where you started with a little tension on. You can see I'm kind of lifting her foot up. Make sure you have tension on this. If there's no tension, you're not gonna get the support. So you can kind of see the tape is almost not even sticking to her foot right there, and that means you've got good tension on that. So tear it off, stick it down good, get the little tail out of the way. Make sure it's stuck. This is where all the support's coming from. So we're gonna scoot over, we're gonna do 1 for the middle toe. Start there, same thing. Hook the heel with some tension. Come back to where you started. Tear it, stick it down. Try and keep these flat. They want to curl up and fold over. Make sure that the tape stays flat on their foot. I'm going to do one for the pinky toe. Hook the heel, back to where you started. Looks like a teardrop. Stick it down. And we're just going to repeat the process. So one for the big toe. I hope I'm keeping my hands out of your way. One for the middle toe. One for the pinky toe. Stick them down, keep them clean. Now we just cover it back up. So we're going to take the 1.5 inch, full width 1.5 inch tape. Basically, kind of going to go backwards. For this one, you always want to pull lateral to medial. So lateral being the outside of the foot, medial being the inside. So start back kind of where you started. You're going to kind of give a little tension, tear that off. Work your way down the foot, overlapping by half. Not going all the way around the foot. Do one more just to secure everything. So we got the bottom covered. We want to go back and cover the sides just like we did the first anchor strip. Back to the outside where you started. Pull it to you just a little bit. There you go. So now we've covered the sides. Now we just cover the top. Half strip or full strips, overlapping by half to close it off. So that is an arch tape. I'll warn you, don't do this one unless they actually need it, because they will love this. I encourage you guys to, it feels really, really comfortable. So after you guys get it taped, make sure, I want you guys to stand on it, walk around, and feel, I want you to feel what this is like. It really feels like you have an insole, or like an arch support insole under your foot, because what it's doing, it's shortening the distance from here to here. So it's pulling that foot, it's making that arch. Really comfortable. So that is arch tape.